Okay, greetings, y'all. This is the Magnetic Flow, aka Traveling Sacred Altar here. We are in business. Okay, we have Olguita.
It's a magical place and it literally transports you. I really feel like it's a portal to another world and definitely a portal to healing. But speaking of the sweat lodge, so it was the first time that I had heard about sweat lodges before, but I had never gone to a sweat lodge or seen it in person. Um and the first weekend that I was able to go was last year for the summer solstice, and it was beautiful because y'all had like three or four different groups of people there. There were so many people on the land, so it was beautiful to come from, like we were just discussing, like we're 3 months into lockdown, and we had all been sequestered and quarantined and away from everyone. And
Yeah.
it was the first time that I was like able to see other people like in like gathering together. And I was like, yo, like people here are not scared. Like like I'm cautious and I'm mindful, but I don't feel fearful. And that was one of the beautiful things about being there. It's just like I didn't feel fear. I felt so welcome. And I remember walking down to the river. So it's a little bit of a path, and you go down. And the first time that I stepped down and I saw the sweat lounge, and I saw how it was being prepared, and the fire,
Mm.
and it was just it was I don't know, like I'm Dominican, we're Dominican, so
So with
we're
Taino,
Taino, right?
welcome.
Greetings.
Wow.
Greetings,
So
sis.
beautiful. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Oh, I'm happier now that I see your beautiful face.
Oh, I feel the same. The feeling is very mutual.
I say, give thanks, sis. How are you feeling? Talk to me. Tell me about your experiences in Taino Woods. How are you feeling about that place?
I had such a healing experience, and I went to Taino Woods to basically really heal my heart space. And I have to say, having the opportunity to be on the land, to be connected to the Great Mother, it helped to heal my heart. My heart felt so much lighter. I felt so much more connected to life itself, a lot more joyful, to
Mm.
restore the inner child and to really be, and that gives you it gives you the wherewithal, should I say, to be able to face, anything, any of life challenges. And I'm just so grateful because I do believe, because I did the healing work at Taino Woods, it gave me something to sustain me as I've been going through this recovery from this accident that I've been in. I mean, and I'm looking forward. It's been one of my inspirations to get well, to get back to the river. And when you go to Taino Woods, you get like, whew, it's just, you just feel as soon as you get to the land. And even for sweaty city dwellers like us, that can get spoiled by all the modern conveniences, you want to go back. It's like, I can't wait to get back to Taino Woods. Modern conveniences, smart inconveniences, I want to be back on the land. I want to touch the soil again. I want to hug a tree. I want to be by the river. You, it's, I'm at a loss for words. It's just such an amazing, beautiful experience.
You are going to come on.
Wow!
Hello, Papa. The new
Doing?
Papa in the house. Yes.
Yeah.
Doing. Listen. So much power, so much beauty. We're about to like blow up Instagram. Instagram don't want us to be great, but it cannot be avoided. It
Yep.
cannot be prevented. All right. We out here.
That's
And
right.
we doing so, brother,
Yeah, right,
please
right.
talk to us. Tell me how you doing. Everyone, this is Menchu. He's a creative. He's an artist. He's everything that you can imagine. He's into photography. He's into videography. He's a new father. I mean, everything and anything that you can imagine. This brother is a powerhouse. He's a lighthouse. He's a sacred man. And so I'm thankful and I'm grateful for your presence here, brother. Thank you for hanging in with me, because you know this has not been easy, but we're going to make this happen. Tell us about Taino Woods, brother. Tell us about your experience there.
Wow. So that experience was definitely very unique because I feel like it just gave me such a recentering type of energy, especially being what was going on in the world at the time with the coronavirus. So to be able to be out there and see other people out there searching for the same type of answers, it was the most amazing experience that I've had in the last decade. In the last decade. Yeah.
Wow. What is it about Taino Woods that's so special to you? What can you say is like the highlight of that sacred land for you so far? Because I mean, you've been there many times.
Yeah.
For different reasons too.
Yeah. I think the highlight is that Taino Woods actually gave birth to the realization that I've arrived at a place where I have the utmost center. Like my center is like absolute. Like, and to arrive at that place in life and then to come from that place in all the things that you do, that's right there is priceless. You can't buy that. In the sweat, especially, it's almost like a buildup. The sweat kind of prepares you, and then it breaks you down. It humbles you down to the ground. And then from that place, the vulnerability, you're able to really find not just your voice, but find out where your spirit is actually at in that time and place and in that point.
Guatuni Naru is the co-founder, owner of Taino Woods. She's in the house, yes, and we have Kelsey.
I'm happy to be in your presence, sis.
Oh, sweetheart. Likewise. Look at you. You look amazing.
It's my white.
Ay,
It's my white.
white. Yes.
Uh,
Tell me, what do you remember? What do you remember about Taino Woods? You went there, I think, twice, right?
I've been to the land twice. And I love it. It's another home for me. I love the work that Jesse and Chantel are doing. It's the history for me. I'm proud of my Tainohood. I am a Taina. I come from Quisqueya.
Yes. Bring it.
Yes, my ancestors want me to learn more. So as I seek my journey, I had to go back to the foundation, and that's what Jesse and Chantel are doing. And the land is just sacred. I mean, you feel it, you learn, you know, you experience, you breathe it, you can touch it. The talking river. Remember
Yes. The river of yes.
the river? Yes.
I told Chantel immediately. I was like, all I hear, Chantel, is yes. Like all your dreams are possible.
How often do you get an experience to go to Taino Woods or any camping experience where the owners are there with you? So if you do have a question, if you do have a suggestion, they are there, right there. And how often do you even have that opportunity anywhere else? You're not at that. You're going to have not only the owners, but the groundkeepers. They are there. They are the ones that can get you the solution versus you having to go on TripAdvisor and write a bad comment. So then when they get concerned that they're getting bad reviews, then they're going to fix it. No, because you understand why the land is on the level that it is and how far they've gotten. And when you get to know the story of the land and what all the work that they've put in, you kind of appreciate and just hearing the work and the history behind all the work that Chantel and Jesse have put into the land. You just appreciate the fact that, I don't know, maybe you wanted white walls, I don't know, versus the starlit room, whatever it is that you have, right? It humbles you because you're like, wow, Actually, I think I'm just gonna enjoy this. Um, you know, you're so talented, Luna. Like, and even Graciela and Chantel, my favorite fire person ever. Like, nobody will ever handle fire like that. Okay.
So you saw Chantel. You saw Chantel the weekend that she committed to doing everything, right? That was the first time you were there for the solstice.
Yeah.
Chantel, yo, she rocked it out, right? Like she took control of the fire. She was responsible for creating the fire, lighting the fire, keeping the fire going, and she was also inside,
Right.
right? And she
With the
was
moon dancer.
facilitating um the pouring of the water for certain
Right.
rounds. Oh my God, she did it all. Like, if anything, like, let's talk about that. Like, the fact that you see this beautiful woman of color, mad strong, mad determined, mad talented, and just in control. She's a boss. Like, she's straight up a boss.
She's sacred. She's sacred. She was able to. I mean, we're talking about the person that maintains the land, the person that also owns. She's a walking history encyclopedia, Bible, etc., etc.,
Yeah,
etc.
she's a MacGyver too. I call her like the modern day woman MacGyver because she knows how to put everything together. She
Right.
she has wired all of the stuff that's going on that land. Her and her husband. I mean, her husband is
Make it work.
an amazing, man that is very talented with his hands, and like he builds things for a living. Like he's in construction, but like she's just as equally as knowledgeable and as capable as him. And like literally, the Maloca was built by both of them. The Maloca was built by both of them. Like there's nothing on that land, I think, that has been built by anybody else. Um, and it's just incredible to meet those type of people that are like so devoted and so hardworking. Like there's like no other word for it. Like they're so just incredibly hardworking. They have
Amazing.
dedicated about 4 years now of, you know, sacrificing their lives to be on that land so that they can build it in a way that people can actually come to and enjoy themselves. I mean, the fact that we have an actual structure that we can go in and have ceremony and, and go and eat and break bread and just kick it and lay back and laugh and have a good time, play music, have a party. Yeah, it's incredible.